Hi there everybody, welcome back. Now this video and audio is going to give you a complete breakdown of all the modules that are covered in the Ultimate RP British Accent Learning Resource. So it's time to find out exactly what you can learn when you download the latest training resource I've got available, which is the Ultimate RP British Accent Learning Resource. Now if you've already watched the webinar, then you'll already know that the Ultimate Training Package has over 15 hours of audio and video training. So what exactly will you learn during those 15 hours? So let's break it down. Ultimate has 9 training modules and 2 extra bonus modules. Now a quick word of warning, as these bonuses may not be available for much longer. So if you're thinking of downloading the Ultimate RP British Accent Learning Resource, I'd do it sooner rather than later while you can still get these 2 extra bonus modules. So let's go through these modules one by one, and I think I'm going to start with the bonus modules. The first bonus module is the ever-popular Sounds in the British Accent presentation. You may recognise this name as it is the original MP4 and MP3 presentation that's been available to buy for the past year or so. I've received some really great feedback from users of this presentation who found it exceptionally helpful in understanding the basics of forming the different sounds that you hear in an RP British accent. It covers the different vowel and consonant sounds in an easily understandable and readily accessible way. And as this is currently on sale at £19.99, to get this included for free in the Ultimate RP British Accent Learning Resource is a real bonus. Module number 2 is the second bonus module, and this is the collection of the 10 MP3 audio files of the vocab lists. Now these cover the affricates, laterals, semi-vowels, long vowels, nasal consonants, short vowels, plosives, fricatives, and the diphthongs. Now each of these files has hundreds of words which are examples of a particular sound covered under these headings. So if I give you an example, so from the affricates lesson, these includes words and sentences which contain the sounds ch, so words like church, matched, cheer, etc., and the j sound of job, jam, giraffe, etc. Remember, it's the sound and not the spelling that's important here. So giraffe has a j sound even though it's spelt with a g. And as you may already be aware, these lessons have also been available to purchase at £2.99 each. So to get these included for free in the Ultimate Learning Resource is pretty helpful, I think. So that's just the bonuses, so let's move on to the meat of the modules. So Module 3. Now this is what I call the live action footage video. Now obviously it's recorded and not live, but what it is close-up footage of a mouth speaking the different vowel and consonant sounds. So you can see how the mouth is shaped, the formation of the mouth, lips and tongue to make each different sound. What I found after releasing the original Sounds in the British Accent presentation is that many people were contacting me asking me for exactly this type of video. They wanted to see as well as hear the different sounds. So here it is. It's only a short video, but I think it should really help you by watching, copying and imitating the shape of the mouth, lips and tongue. I think it may also be a good idea to watch this video with a mirror near you so you can watch yourself imitate these sounds and make sure you're getting the placement correct. So that's the third module. Let's move on to Module 4. Now, once you've practiced getting the basics of the vowel and consonant sounds right, you've practiced, you've watched, you've listened to, you imitated and perfected, it's time to move on to becoming familiar with some useful words and verbs. So for Module 4, I've put together a video and audio of the top 500 most common words used in English. and included a sample sentence of how this word could be used. Now, if you're able to speak these top 500 words in RP British accent, then you're a good way towards becoming a great RP British accent speaker. These words are used regularly throughout your average conversation, so knowing how to say them correctly, and of course you'll be exposed to their spelling, so that will also help with your written English. But knowing the correct pronunciation of these key 500 words will really give you confidence in your own conversation skills. Now, following on from this module is Module 5, which is the top 300 verbs. Again, so useful to know. You'll be using these verbs over and over again during your British accent conversations, so knowing how to say them correctly is a must. Both these modules are really helping with the basics of common words and verbs that you will become familiar with, if you aren't already. Module 6. Now, moving away slightly into a more conversational practice area, this brings us to Module 6. This is telephone conversations and VOCAB. Now, if you use the phone to communicate with your RP British accent, then this module will be of particular interest to you. Hear and learn some common vocab words and phrases for telephone conversations. Learn what to say and how to say it when you leave a voicemail message. And there's also some telephone conversational role plays that you can listen to and follow to guide you through some typical phone situations. So if you work in a call centre or if you have to speak to your international clients on the phone, and you're really looking to develop a great RP phone voice, then this module is certainly of interest. Module 7. Module 7 broadens out this conversational and role-play theme into a module which I've called 40 Conversations Role-Play Examples. 40 familiar everyday situations that you could find yourself in. And now you can listen to the conversations, pick up on the vocab and the RP pronunciation. It's recorded in a slightly quicker speed and tone, more like you would find in a normal conversation, but not so quick that it's hard to follow and understand. This is a great module to hear and practice real-life speech and conversational vocab and phrases. Module 8. As you become a more experienced speaker and more comfortable using your RP British accent, you will begin to hear and perhaps even use yourself the speech patterns and nuances found in connected speech, which is my next module. When you listen to native and fluent speakers, you'll hear words and phrases spoken in a slightly modified way when they are part of a natural, everyday speech. This connected speech module takes you through some of these features of connected speech and helps you understand how and why they're used. Module 9. If you've been following the modules up to now and have been practicing and repeating these modules on a regular basis, I would guess that your RP British accent is coming along rather well. With any luck, your effort has got you sounding like a natural, fluent speaker. And I hope you'll be pleased with your progression. So now you've probably come across some unusual phrases and idioms and sayings that the British have. If so, then this next module could be useful to you. It's the 100 English Phrases and Sayings module. Here you'll find some of the more common sayings you'll come across during your conversations. Not only will this module teach you how to say them correctly, but also the meaning behind the saying. Very useful stuff indeed. Now, Module 10. As you've been learning and developing your RP British accent, you've probably come across some words that you find particularly difficult to pronounce. Now, this isn't uncommon, and different native accents will struggle with different aspects of the RP British accent. And it just takes time and practice to concentrate on maintaining the correct pronunciation. I've put together a short list of some commonly mispronounced words for Module 10. Now, if the words that you often mispronounce aren't included, then do let me know and I can always include them in the next update to the module. Now, Module 11. Module 11 is of particular interest to those of you who work in the advertising, sales, marketing, human resources or IT industries, and my industry vocab focuses in on these 5 areas. Hundreds of industry-specific terms are included in these lessons to help you practice and learn the pronunciation of common words in these areas of employment. Even if you don't work within these specific areas, you may find yourself needing to converse with workers within these industries, so knowing and understanding these terms could be very useful. And remember, if your industry isn't covered, and you think a module of your own specific industry vocab could be useful, then do let me know. So there you go, modules 1 to 11. Let's recap on all the different modules. Module 1. The original sounds in the British accent presentation. Module 2, the collection of the 10 MP3s and now with their own MP4 video files of the vocab lists, which are covering affricates, laterals, semi-vowels, long vowels, nasal consonants, short vowels, plosives, fricatives, and diphthongs. Module 3, the live action footage. Close-up footage of a mouth voicing these different sounds. Module 4, the top 500 common words with sentences. Module 5, the top 300 verbs. Module 6, telephone vocab and conversation practice. Module 7, 40 conversation role-play examples. Module 8, connected speech. Learn about the features of natural fluent speech. Module 9, 100 English phrases and sayings, how to say them and what they mean. Module 10, commonly mispronounced words. Module 11, Industry Vocab, a collection of hundreds of different words and phrases from the advertising, sales, marketing, HR and IT industries. So you'll find all of these modules in the Ultimate RP British Accent Learning Resource. And if you go over to www.learningbritishaccent.com and click on the Ultimate British Accent link, you can pick this up now for £29.99. The package is available as a digital download, so you get immediate access to all 11 modules once the payment has been made. So thank you very much for listening, and don't forget, head over to www.learningbritishaccent.com. Bye for now.